Hey guys, I am back with another video, and this video is all about edges, your hairline, this area right here. I have noticed that a lot of minority women have no edges. And this is something that could be easily avoided if you take care of them. Remember, in my last video, I was talking about prevention of split ends. Let's prevent our edges from coming out, because honestly, these lace front wigs and things like that, they do not look all that natural if you do not have edges. So let's work on keeping our edges. How can we do that? Well, it's simple. It's very simple, but it's something that is going to be very beneficial to you and to me and to everybody else. When you get braids, no matter who's doing them, you do them or someone else does them for you, you want to part out this section of your hair. Leave your edges out, okay? When your edges are in your braids, sometimes they pull too tight and the hairs come out. You ever see a hair come out of your head and it has a little white end at the end of it? That hair is never going to grow back. That particular hair will not grow back there. So be careful of that. Do not allow anybody to braid your edges. Another thing, don't be harsh with your edges. When it comes to brushes, bristle brushes, hard brushes, soft brushes, any type of brush very gently. You want to be as gentle as you can with your edges. You want to get the job done, but you want to be as gentle as you can with your edges. I prefer to use a comb when I'm dealing with my edges than using a brush, but that's all about preference, but you need to be careful with your edges, because a lot of times once they're gone, they're gone. Some people, Jamaican castor oil, it just doesn't work for. So be careful of that. And also be careful of little tiny braids. When you get little tiny braids and they braid the actual edges also, that is detrimental to your edges. So let's not do that. Weaves, it's the same thing. The whole principle is leave your edges out. My edges are always out, and I don't have a problem with my edges are there. I don't have a problem with that, but I always leave them out because I don't want them to disappear. Just leave them out. Let's see, lace front wigs. When you use a lace front wig, you need to be careful, because the rubbing of your wig, when you put it on, when you take it off, it rubs the edges. It keeps rubbing, and sometimes that makes your hair fall out. Or if you wear a wool hats tend to make your edges come out. Be careful of these things. If you're going to wear a wool hat, wear something over your hair first and then put your wool hat on. So be very careful of things like that, because these edges, it's one of those things that when they're gone, they may not come back. And who wants to walk around with no edges, like your hairline all the way back there? No one. So be careful of stuff like that. Let me see. Oh, when you get the the weaves that they put what is that stuff called? I always forget. Morning Glory. The Morning Glory, which is like that gel stuff you put on your hair, and then you can lay glue tracks on and stuff like that. Listen, let me look in the camera for this one. Listen, do not put that stuff on your edges, because you will not have edges. You might be safe the first time, but if you continue to do that, you will not have edges, and that is not cool. And the same thing, I was watching a video of someone applying a weave to their hair, and they were putting the tracks on their edges with weave glue, with bonding glue. Do you know how detrimental that is to your hair? And the thing about it is that their edges were very thin, and I'm like, how could you keep doing that to your hair? I mean, the weave, I'm not gonna lie, the weave looked thebomb.com at the end of the video, but when you take that weave off your head, if you ever want to wear a ponytail again, you cannot cannot wear a ponytail like that. I mean you can, but it won't look right. So it's just like, do not put weave glue on your edges. It's as simple as that. I know I sound very like pumped and aggressive in this video, but this is something that I am so like, I feel very strongly about this, because you know, people come to you and they want you to try to fix their hair after they've done all this detrimental stuff to it, and they have to realize that miracles, you need certain things you have to pray about, okay? It's not something that a hairdresser can fix or your friend can fix. Some things you just gotta pray about because you did so much damage to yourself. I'm sorry. So yeah. Oh, and relaxers, the same thing. You want to apply, if you're doing a relaxer at home, or your beautician is doing a relaxer or whatever, let them do your edges last, so that you know it won't over process and your edges won't fall out. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am sorry if I came up too, you know, I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching.